Ferrari and Lewis Hamilton just did exactly what other teams feared. So we're going to be going through that and 3 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video, and if you want more Ferrari news content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting that red button down below. The first story is Lewis Hamilton tipped to win back stolen 8th F1 title by ex-Mercedes boss. Former Mercedes motorsport boss Norbert Haug has backed Lewis Hamilton to win a record-breaking 8th F1 world title with Ferrari. 7-time world champion Hamilton is gearing up for his first season with Ferrari after completing a blockbuster switch from rivals Mercedes after 12 seasons with the Silver Arrows. Hamilton worked with Haug throughout his F1 career, starting at McLaren through their engine supply deal with Mercedes. The pair recently met during Hamilton's Mercedes farewell tour at the end of last year. The 72-year-old German left the Mercedes F1 team just before Hamilton joined in 2013 and was replaced by Toto Wolff. Haug admitted it is sad to see Hamilton leave the Mercedes family, but he has backed the 40-year-old Briton for success at Ferrari. "It's actually very sad for me, I have to say. I would never have thought that Lewis would switch again," Haug told Sky Germany. "I've really known him since he was 14 years old. There really is still a great relationship. I hadn't seen him for years. And I don't know. When you've worked with people, with racing drivers, for so long, it's like the first day, as if the last meeting was yesterday. Anyone who thinks that he will give up at 40 and step on the gas less and work less intensively will be wrong. He will give everything. I absolutely trust him to deliver the maximum possible performance in the race. And if the car is good, why shouldn't it work out with the 8th title?" After winning 6 of his 7 world titles with Mercedes, Hamilton endured a difficult final few years with the German manufacturer following a regulation change in 2022. That came after Hamilton was controversially denied an 8th world title in the contentious 2021 season finale in Abu Dhabi. Hamilton was on course to win an unparalleled 8th driver's crown in Abu Dhabi before an incorrect safety car restart procedure opened the door for Max Verstappen to dramatically overtake the Mercedes driver on the last lap. Verstappen clinched both the race win and his maiden world title in the process, while the notorious conclusion to the Grand Prix led to race director Michael Masi eventually being sacked. "The last few years since the title we lost in 2021, Haug continued. And that really was a stolen title, there's no other way to put it, due to the wrong safety car decision at the time. But there was a demolition after that. The car and the team that preceded it suffered many setbacks, including last year. The victories that did come were some at low temperatures." In the second story, Ferrari has successfully delayed Enrico Cardile's transition to Aston Martin following a court ruling that prevents the former technical director from assuming his new role until mid-July 2025. Initially set to join Aston Martin as Chief Technical Officer, Cardile's move has been contested by Ferrari, which argued that an early transition would provide an unjust competitive advantage. The ruling from the Court of Modena enforces the terms of a non-compete clause, effectively sidelining Cardile from any involvement with his future employer until July 18th. Cardile's departure from Ferrari was announced in July 2024, followed by Aston Martin confirming his appointment for 2025. However, the precise start date remained ambiguous. Team principal Andy Cowell refrained from commenting on the matter during preseason testing, fueling speculation about ongoing legal discussions. Ferrari later issued a statement clarifying that the legal decision was upheld in their favor, ensuring that Cardile remains inactive within Formula One until the specified date. The ruling aligns with Ferrari's strategic interest in maintaining proprietary technical insights, while minimizing risks associated with information leaks to rival teams. The legal stance reinforces the importance of safeguarding competitive integrity, a principle Ferrari vigorously defended in court. In response, an Aston Martin spokesperson acknowledged the situation as an internal legal matter, stating that discussions between Cardile and Ferrari were ongoing without providing further details. Aston Martin, which had identified Cardile as a pivotal figure in shaping its 2026 car, faces setbacks due to the delay. The team had anticipated leveraging his expertise in car architecture and design, particularly with the regulatory changes taking effect in 2026. The timing of Cardile's arrival now disrupts these plans. with limited opportunities for him to contribute significantly before the development phase reaches critical stages. The dispute adds another layer of complexity to Aston Martin's already challenging start to the season. The team struggled during preseason testing in Bahrain, with performance concerns voiced by key figures, including Fernando Alonso. The two-time world champion expressed reservations about the team's trajectory, emphasizing the importance of stability leading into the new regulations. Meanwhile, Aston Martin team ambassador Pedro de la Rosa adopted a measured approach, acknowledging the need for substantial improvements. While maintaining optimism, his remarks reflected a grounded perspective on the challenges ahead. Owner Lawrence Stroll, however, has reportedly reacted with frustration to Ferrari's successful legal intervention. The British team had restructured its technical department around Cardile's arrival, and his delayed entry disrupts critical operational strategies. Reports indicate that Ferrari pursued the case aggressively, citing breaches of contractual obligations. The Court of Modena's ruling reaffirmed Ferrari's concerns, suggesting that Cardile had engaged in activities violating his non-compete agreement. The enforcement of this legal provision underscores Ferrari's intent to limit potential benefits for rival teams. Despite the ongoing legal entanglement, Aston Martin is attempting to mitigate the impact. Adrian Newey's recent arrival provides a silver lining, bolstering the team's technical leadership. Although his involvement comes later than initially planned, his expertise remains a valuable asset in guiding the 2026 project. The rivalry between Ferrari and Aston Martin now extends beyond the racetrack, intensifying competitive tensions. With Ferrari aiming to capitalize on this situation to maintain its strategic advantage, Aston Martin must navigate this setback while optimizing its development efforts. As the legal proceedings continue, the repercussions of Cardile's delayed move may influence the broader landscape of Formula One's ongoing battle for supremacy. In the third story, a significant transition has been undertaken by Lewis Hamilton as he prepares for his debut season with Ferrari. The seven-time world champion has reunited with his former trainer, Angela Cullen, whose return has been described as an exciting development for Hamilton. Cullen, a familiar presence in the paddock since 2016, had previously worked alongside Hamilton through his successful years at Mercedes. Their professional partnership was paused in 2023, but has now been resumed as Hamilton embarks on a new chapter with Ferrari. During pre-season testing in Bahrain, Hamilton was asked about the importance of having familiar faces around him during his transition to Ferrari. It was emphasized by him that a strong support system has always played a crucial role in his career. While his core team from the previous season remains intact, the inclusion of Cullen has added an extra layer of stability. After taking a break to spend time with family, Cullen accepted Hamilton's request to return, making the transition period even more enjoyable for the British driver. The adaptation to Ferrari's environment has been met with enthusiasm by Hamilton. His new surroundings and the process of integrating with the team have been described as seamless. The historic significance of Ferrari has been acknowledged by Hamilton, who has expressed appreciation for the passionate culture within the team. The enthusiasm of Ferrari's workforce and fanbase, the Tifosi, has been particularly noted. A sense of belonging has been reinforced by the daily interactions with team members, all of whom have extended a warm welcome. As preseason testing concluded, Hamilton reflected on the short but intense preparation period. With only 56 days separating his first day at Ferrari from the season opener in Melbourne, the available time was maximized. Over 3 days of testing, a total of 162 laps were completed by Hamilton, equivalent to nearly 3 Bahrain Grand Prix distances. The progression of his performance was evident across the sessions, with improved lap times and growing confidence in the SF25. Hamilton's first day in the car was described as a methodical process, where various setups were tested and data collection was prioritized. On the second day, adjustments were made to explore the car's potential, allowing Hamilton to further bond with his new race engineer, Riccardo Adami. By the final day, his performance had reached a point where push laps and long-run simulations were completed, providing valuable insights into Ferrari's competitiveness. The testing results have suggested a tight battle at the front of the grid, with Ferrari and McLaren appearing evenly matched. Observations made by Hamilton indicated that McLaren demonstrated strong pace in both short and long runs. However, the true competitive order will only be revealed when racing begins in Melbourne. Despite limited preparation, the positive outlook expressed by Hamilton has highlighted the strong foundation upon which Ferrari's season is being built. A renewed sense of motivation has been evident in Hamilton's approach, following years of relative struggles at Mercedes. His seamless adaptation to Ferrari, combined with his extensive efforts to integrate within the team, has underscored his commitment. Intensive training sessions and long hours at Maranello have been undertaken to ensure maximum efficiency in collaboration with his engineers. As the 2025 Formula One season approaches, Hamilton and Ferrari enter with cautious optimism. The preseason tests have indicated promising performance levels,